Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Zach on Sports. I'm your host, Zach Gershman. Today, I'm here with a Philadelphia legend, Super Bowl 52 winning tight end out of the University of Cincinnati, number 87, Mr. Brent Celek. Welcome, Mr. Celek.
Yeah, thanks for having me, buddy.
Whereas Mr. Celek spent 11 years playing in the NFL, all while wearing the midnight green for the Philadelphia Eagles. So I want to go back a little bit. 2007, You're coming out of the University of Cincinnati. As you're preparing for the draft, you weren't invited to the combine, yet you were still selected with the 162nd pick in the 5th round. What was your draft day experience like? And when you saw that 215 area code pop up on your phone, did you ever think you would spend your entire career with one team and ultimately culminate your career as a Super Bowl champion?
You know, looking back on it, that day was so special. I was so nervous. Didn't expect anything to happen, but was hoping for something to happen. And that was back in the days where there was 3 draft days, and it was like the third day had rounds like 4 through 7, I think, something like that. And I was first 2 days went, and obviously nothing happened. I didn't really expect anything to happen, maybe at the end of the second day, but it didn't happen. And so going into the third day, all my family was supposed to come over and hang out at the house. And I was super nervous, like, if I don't get drafted, how am I going to look? This is crazy. And, I'm down in my basement, and it's the 5th round, and, 215 area code pops up. I didn't even know where that was from. But when, it was Coach Reed and Tom Heckert, and they were just like, hey, we're going to pick you with the next pick. And it was just like, wow, this is really happening. A guy that looked up to Donovan McNabb, Andy Reid, Brian Dawkins, Brian Westbrook, all those guys. It was something cool. Dream come true.
Of course, and just to go off Brian Dawkins, at the parade, fast forwarding to 2018, at the parade, you and a couple of your teammates, Jason Peters, wore a Brian Dawkins jersey, Fletcher Cox wore a Reggie White jersey, you wore a Harold Carmichael jersey.
Yeah.
Why was it so important for you to honor those legends and wear that jersey?
Because those guys deserve to win a Super Bowl. They're legends in the city. Still doing great things in the community, and it just felt right. Like, those guys paved the way for us to win the first Super Bowl, so let's honor them.
And over the course of your career, you played the Dallas Cowboys. God, those Cowboys. You played the Dallas Cowboys 18 times, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You know the passion us Eagles fans have and the hatred we have for the Cowboys. I mean, I can't even say their name and keep a straight face, really. Did you play with the same passion, and did the players have the same passion, same hatred we did for the Cowboys?
Yeah, I think as players, you take on the attitude of the city just naturally, because in those games, the fans are more amped,
When you saw them on the schedule, did you circle it knowing it's Dallas?
Early in my career, not really, but once you understand the culture of the city, totally. This city doesn't like the Cowboys, and it's fun.
Don't like is an understatement.
Yeah, but there's some Cowboy fans sitting out there, lurking in Philly. They're everywhere, dude. They're everywhere.
Sadly, they're in the city of brotherly
That's
love.
all right.
But
we flexed on them last year.
Yes, we did.
Or 2 years ago, however long ago.
Who won the Super Bowl? Who won the Super Bowl? I haven't seen a Cowboys Super Bowl in my lifetime, so let's make sure that doesn't.
I've seen a few of those. I've seen a few of those.
In 2013, the Birds drafted one of your friends, tight end Zach Ertz, out of the University of Stanford. You and I attended the Ertz Family Foundation Gala, and Zach spoke very highly of you. He spoke about the relationship you guys have and how much of an impact you have on him as a football player and on a personal level. Why was it so important for you to take Zach under your wing? And you mentioned Brian Dawkins, Andy Reid, all these guys you looked up to. Who was your mentor when you came to Philly?
I looked up to all those guys. All those guys were great teammates, great leaders, and I think, my goal and being, the older tight end of the group was to inspire the guys that were around me and just make them better. While I'm taking care of my job as well. And, I always hoped the team would keep me around, because I was helping mentor the young guys. And, the team did take care of me. And so, my situation, it worked out. And, you got to give a lot of credit to Zach and Trey and, James Casey, but all the guys I play with, because, that relationship that you have, that bond you have with those guys is something special. And if somebody inside that group is, super selfish or, it's just all about them, then it just doesn't work. And so I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be a leader being that guy. So that's why I acted the way I did.
So we're gonna play something. We're gonna play a game here. It's called the Philly Special. Just because why not? Why not call it the Philly Special? Okay, cool. It's gonna be a lightning round. I have 5 things here that are associated with Philadelphia. You say the first thing or a story that comes to mind when you think of them or it. So let's start off with your good friend John Dornbos.
Mm-hmm. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Oh, magic, entertainer, just like life of the party. Just a great guy.
What about Chickies and Pete's?
After games, that was the place to go. You want crabs, that's the place to go. Pete is he's a great guy, and he's got great restaurants.
Wawa.
Breakfast food for me.
I mean, you did a couple prank videos with them. Does Brent Celek have a future career in acting?
I don't know. Only if I'm the director too.
That works. It works. An underdog.
Oh man, shoot. That's how I go about my life all the time. I think it's what do you use to motivate you? There's probably a lot of kids around you that say, "Oh, why are you doing these interviews? You're not gonna get anywhere." And either you listen to it and be like, "Yeah, you're right," and you stop, or you use that as motivation and keep going. And so, there's a lot of people that think my next career, like, what's he doing that for? Like, he can't do that. He's not going to be good at it. It's fine. That's what motivates me. And, underdogs, people doubt them. Think they can't win.
Super Bowl 52 champs. And finally, Brent Celek, how would you describe yourself?
Just an honest, hardworking person that gives everything they got and has fun. Like, that's why we're here, to have fun.
That's exactly it. So that wraps this interview up. On behalf of Philadelphia, I'd like to thank you for your contributions on and off the field. Obviously means a lot coming home with the Super Bowl championship last year. And I know you're an incredible athlete, but an even better person.
No, thank you, Zach.
So I want to thank you for doing this. Everybody, that wraps up this interview. I'll see you guys next time on Zach on Sports.